something. There I am. There I am. Now I have volume. Let me see. This takes a minute to catch up. Just to make sure. Technology, I can, right? Something. There I am. I'm back.
Here I am.
Okay, now I can hear myself. Wow, that was way too loud. Okay, so I'm here. I have some fun things to show you. My light's reflective. I can see my camera, which I hate. So I'm going to get off of this and go down to what I have to show you because I'm excited about it. So I had a class this weekend. I love having camp. I did all kinds of fun projects. Either I've done videos on them or I'm going to do. This is one of the going to do videos. Hi, Julie. Okay, so I like our in color DSP better than I ever have before. I don't know if you're like me, but I hadn't ordered it in a while. I have a tendency to not use the 6x6 as much, but I liked this. It's 12x12, and I like the patterns in here. I like the polka dots. I like all things. So I wanted to do an in color project just to show them a wide variety of in color things. So I wanted to use the balloons, and then this exciting times is like one of those sleeper things. Like I wasn't sure I was going to like it. I did a video before where I did a bunch of projects with one of the DSP with this, and I made 4 or 5 different things just because I like a punch and it's got a good birthday. So I thought I'll just do that. So here's what I ended up doing for camp. Here's my fun in color balloon cards and hydrangea hue. So it's just a card front with a cute little balloon. Golden glow. This one has sunflowers in the back. These are online exclusive dies or folders. So that's what I'm showing you that's online exclusive in case you wonder. In color dots. Super fun. It opens a little different depending on how I ran it through the embossing folder. This is that vine and stone embossing folder with peaceful pine. Cute, huh? This is the Barely Blush. I had to use Strawberry Slush for the words because it's so subtle. And this is the fun little ladybugs. Used all in color stuff. Ribbons, gems, all of that. And here's the crisp cantaloupe with the daisy folder. All cute and simple. Now I'm going to show you how I did it. I have one tip and trick that you want to make sure that you do. So daisy embossing folder, that crazy lazy daisy. We're going to zoom this down so you can see what I'm doing. I love the way it impressions. And I like the crisp cantaloupe. I've been really pleased with that color. So the balloon die I used, I'm going to show you these balloon dies so you can go, what? Like I did. Look at all these sizes. Like this one is bigger than a card front. It's great for a banner. This was the size I wanted to use for a card front, and it fits right in here. These are the streamers. These are little like highlighted areas of the balloons. So that's the one I used. I cut my cardstock 3. This one, and the other thing is, this is 3.5 by 8.5. So when it opens, it depends on how I cut it, but that's 3.5 by 8.5. And then depending on how I kind of squirrel this on there, depends on how the balloon's going to open. What you need to make sure you do is you scooch it up just a little bit so you don't cut the whole balloon out. You leave a little bit of this off, and that allows it to fold. And then I cut out some polka dots. I think I like this side. I think. Okay, so let me, some assembly required, not a hard assembly. I'm going to put some seal down right here on this. And then you want to make sure up here so that your card will open. Because you've got a little bit of hangover, just a smidge. But I found if this was flat, this got bent. So by putting some dimensionals across here, I'm going to save my balloon from getting a crease. So I'm just using the edge of the dimensionals because that happens to be what is on my dimensional sheet right now, right? So then I'm going to stick this on. Oh, friend. It was nice here on Sunday. Saturday, we went out for IndyCar qualifications. My youngest son, two of my granddaughters, and Mark and I went out there. It was rainy and freezing Arctic cold and terrible. And so we went to the museum instead, had a great time. And then yesterday, because there was absolutely no qualifications on Saturday, they got to go back yesterday and do all the things. The girls had a big time, so they got to watch some race cars qualify. If you're ever in Indy and you get a chance to go to the IndyCar Museum, it's so interesting. There's an interactive place for the kids. The boys rode simulators. They had a big time. See? How cute is this? I mean, so cute. Now we're going to make the little tag. Again, I wanted to do a monochromatic card. I love to do that. Watch. And then I do this. So it sits on my table just like that. They all love my new stamp pads. Outside. Inside. What I like about this bundle is the punch will cut out the middle of this or the outside of this. So the punch is an inside outside. And then if you'll have to go back and watch my video if you want details, but this gets done by the corner of this. So it's straight cuts to cut that out. It's so cute. Here we go. I'm going to close this up before I'm a hazard. I'm going to put this on with the dimensional. And then add my pretty in color gems. I like these. Do you have the in color gems yet? Hey, we're going to post, I want to remind you, you want to post pictures in the online exclusive stamp club. Make sure you post pictures this week because Tanya and I are going to draw on Wednesday. And let's just say I like the in-color gems enough that I have enough extra packages that someone may get these because we're going to draw for prizes. So just post something you've done with online exclusives so we can see. And it doesn't have to be anything new, brand new, online exclusive. It can be whatever you want it to be. Like my embossing folders are online exclusive, so this would qualify. It can have some catalog stuff in it. Don't get yourself all wigged out. Just, do something fun so we can see. So I'm going to show you my beautiful balloons again. And then you can tell me what your favorite color is. There's crisp cantaloupe, hydrangea hue, barely blush, peaceful pine, and golden glow. Oh yeah, they're all flat and will mail nicely. You're right, Mary. Okay, I'm going to go back to me, which is always like, ugh. Let me just turn this off. Oh, look, I'm kind of a weird color, but I'll own my weird coloredness. So I'll just get the camera out of the way now that I don't have to show my table anymore. So I have, again, those fun projects that we just did. I have some more camp cards that I did. I used a lot of new product. Again, I do a video with everyone, so you can go back and look, or you can, I'll be doing some more this week. Oh, my hair. See that? So let me tell you what I did. Because, you really want to know. I look like a toddler who cut her hair off. That's not what I did. This is supposed to be going behind my ear. I was having a face issue. No surprise to anyone. And so I was putting this really thick gel on my face at night, and I was wearing a headband, to keep it out of my hair. Got up the next morning, was going somewhere, went to curl it. The gel must have been in my hair because that all just fried off. Smelled wonderful. If you've never smelled burnt hair, mine just singed off. So all this hair fell down. When I went to get my hair trimmed a couple of weeks ago, my hairdresser laughed at me and she trimmed off the completely fried ends and made it look a little straight, but occasionally it sticks out and I look like a toddler who trimmed her hair. True story. True story. So don't forget, this is May. We're getting more towards the latter end of May. If you aren't a demonstrator and you want to become one and you love the in colors, this is the perfect way for you to get those in color stamp pads, because for $99 you get $125 worth of product plus $63 worth of the brand new stamp pads. You get all 5 in colors. The new magnetic ones, $63 values. You get $183 worth of product for $99. And you don't pay shipping, handling, and tax. It's a great deal. Okay, friends, thanks for joining me. Tanya and I will be live on Wednesday. Again, we'll be drawing for prizes, so make sure you post post something new in the online exclusive fan club. Something new that has something online exclusive in it. We're not super picky, but we will be live on Wednesday. Tanya's live on Friday, and then we will. Oh, good morning, Rosemary. You caught me right at the end. You'll have to go back and watch. And yes, I'm vintage 1961, right? But we don't tell our age. We just say we're vintage 1961. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. I'll be back on Wednesday. Again, let me know which one was your favorite color, which one you liked. I like the new balloons. I knew I would, but I really do like them. All right, friends, thanks. Bye.